And a new road safety law took effect this weekend in Massachusetts. It's aimed at protecting people who are not driving cars. Drivers are now required to leave at least 4 feet between their vehicles and vulnerable users. That includes pedestrians and bicyclists. Boston 25 News reporter Drew Caritas is live tonight in Copley Square to explain all this.
John, the new law addresses close calls between cars and people. This busy stretch of Boylston Street here in Copley Square certainly sees its share of that. Drivers are now required to leave 4 feet of space while passing anyone on or near a road who isn't in a car.
Massachusetts drivers, kind of crazy.
A new law meant to protect pedestrians and bicyclists from Massachusetts drivers is now the official rule of the road across the state, something advocates for safe streets have been pushing for the last decade.
I've seen more than close calls. I've seen somebody go under a car. More buffer you can allow between you and somebody that has no protection around them, whether it be a bicyclist, a moped rider, that kind of thing, the better.
The law now requires drivers to stay at least 4 feet away from vulnerable users of the road when passing them. Included in the state's definition of vulnerable users, people walking and biking, roadside workers, and people using wheelchairs.
The bike lanes are great. When there's no bike lanes, I'll go on a sidewalk, basically, because I don't feel safe.
Amele Quay says the new law is not only good news for her as a bike rider, but also for her mother, who relies on a wheelchair and was recently hit by a car.
She's already wheelchair bound and she was thrown from her wheelchair. Absolutely think that law makes sense.
According to MassDOT's crash data portal, 430 people were killed in car crashes in Massachusetts in 2022, including 10 bicyclists and 99 pedestrians. That's an increase from 418 people killed in 2021 and 336 in 2019. Advocates who work to get this new law on the books believe it will reduce road-related injuries and deaths.
I think that a lot of drivers aren't very careful when it comes to bicyclists either. There's a little bit of arrogance there, so any laws to protect the bikers is definitely a good thing.
And the new 4-foot passing rule will now be taught in driver's ed classes, and MassDOT will also soon display signs reminding people about the new law. Senator Williams Brownsberger, who was pivotal in getting this law passed, tells me tonight that it most likely won't be routinely enforced by police, but he still believes it will produce positive results. We're live in Copley Square. Drew Caritas for your local station, Boston 25 News.